Hello beautiful people, if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel, and if you're returning, it's great to see you again. Now before I get into the message, what you'll receive in this video is my channeled message plus a page from the Angel Guidance book and also a card from the Universal Love Healing deck. Now, please note that this is a collective group message, so it may not align with you today, and that's simply okay. Come back tomorrow where it may resonate with more with what you need to know. Okay. Personal development enthusiast. Are you someone that has gone to personal development courses and you find that you sign up for a few? So let's see what it has. Are you implementing what you learnt? Or are you signing up to another course in hope you'll find your answer or whatever it is you're looking for? Personal development courses are fantastic. I absolutely support them. I have done plenty in my time. And they really do provide high level energy and such a nurturing and supportive environment. And of course, education, right? Whilst you're in that environment, it's extremely easy to feel almost invincible is the word I'm going to say, and that you can achieve anything because the environment is such a supportive, nurturing, positive place. It raises your endorphins and oxytocins and can make you feel invincible. I don't know about you, but it has for me. It's absolutely when they get you to do goal setting or whatever. You know, you write your goals, your hopes, your dreams, your desires, and really think you can do it all. It really, while you're in that environment, you really do think you can do the whole thing. The course ends, right? And I'm going to ask how many of you, and this is about owning your truth, the course ends and you leave that course on such a high. And for some of the courses, personal development courses, they really do an immersion style course, which can go from 8 o'clock in the morning to 2 p.m. at night in the following morning. I know this because I did a 6-day one years ago. It was total immersion. Tony Robbins does total immersion ones, right? And what they are is you immerse yourself in that whole environment space for those days. And they're fantastic. I am not disregarding, disrespecting, dissing any personal development courses. This is purely to offer you a different perspective and insight into them, of maybe why you're not getting to where you want to go and you're wondering why when you're investing all this money and you're investing in you, right? The course ends. You settle back into your environment, your everyday life, what you were doing, the home life that you had, the environment, whether you're in a relationship and it's not really good, you settle back into that. And then before you know it, your environment, and before you know it, is exactly what I've written here. All the things you wrote down that seemed so achievable in that moment during that course now feel so out of reach. The negative thoughts, the self-talk, and all the self-doubt consume you. And all what you thought was going to happen in your life feels like a distant memory. Often leads you, have you found, and I definitely found it, often led me to look for another course. It's like, I didn't get something from that, so I'll go and look for something else. Because why didn't I get that? Be consciously aware of why you are signing up to another personal development course. Have you implemented what you learnt from that first course, and all the prior courses you attended? Or are you needing simply to be in an energized, supportive, nurturing, positive environment again? So is it maybe not so much the course, but it's the environment in which that course provided for you? Now, I hope that you perceive this the way I intended it. And this is my story. And I was chatting with some different women last night, and all of us within there have done a lot of personal development courses. And I there's a couple of others that have really, we're investing so much money in all of these personal development courses, but we're missing the most important thing. They say personal development works also on the emotional, right? And some of them, yeah, they do. But do they get deep enough to really shift all that self-doubt, that self-worth, all that inner child work? Does that really get looked at and healed and released? I'm going to share with you that was my journey. That's what I found in Missing Link was. I was investing thousands and thousands of dollars. I was signing up for course after course after course. So what I'm sharing with you comes from my own experience. So this is not about judgment. This is about offering you a perspective. Maybe you're wondering, you're saying to yourself, I'm doing all these bloody courses. I'm investing in myself. I'm working on myself. But what I shared with them, and they absolutely agreed, was the missing link was they don't say unless you work on your inner child and do all of your trauma healing, all what we teach you in the personal development world is only going to be why you're in that environment. Because for some of you, you're going and you're being in that beautiful, positive environment when you're in a personal development course, and they're amazing. Oh my gosh, the environment and the support is beautiful. I am not disrespecting that at all. The problem is that for many of you, you go back, when you leave that beautiful, amazing environment, you go back to your own environment. Now, it could be that you're in a really horrible relationship. It could even be physically or mentally abusive. It could be that you hate your job. So you go there and you drag your backside to work every day. Your friendship circles, there could be so many external things going on in your environment that drag you back down. So all of that work in that course and that positive, nurturing environment is undone. Because you go back to, we can call it your real world, your real life. I try not to use that. But it's you go back to that disserving environment. And that is great to be in that. And so often, and that's maybe what I found was, for me, it wasn't about coming home to my environment because I was with my husband and it's a beautiful environment. But it was more about, I was looking at me and going, well, why am I not moving forward on my professional journey? What is holding me back? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing that? All what I was prepared to do when I was in that nurturing environment. And I discovered that I had to do all that inner deep work. I was missing parts of the work. And so personal development courses, a lot of them can be more the horizontal work they do from here, and it's all about mindset, right? And whilst I respect, we absolutely need mindset. So yes, we have to work horizontally, but we also have to work vertically. And that is where I found that that's when stuff started to shift for me. It is when I really did the healing vertical work, the deep inner child work. Where the lack of self-confidence come from? Where did the lack of self-belief come from? Because all of what you need to have to get you to move forward in anything that you do is confidence, right? And self-belief. If you don't heal that, how are you going to implement what you learn from all of these courses? Or if your home life is horrendous, how the hell can you be positive and have a positive outlook when you go home every night to this toxicity environment? It's bloody hard. It's like you're climbing up a hill and someone keeps putting water on you and keeps putting water on you. That's the only analogy I could come up with. So you're fighting a losing battle. So it takes for you to decide to shift your personal environment. One that is one nurturing. It's almost like we need to recreate the environment in which we're in when we're in a personal development course. Because as we know, and if you're watching from another country, but in Australia, there's a real big thing here known as tall poppy syndrome. And what happens is a lot of people in our proximity, whether it be family or friends, you may be on the personal development journey and you're really pumped and you got all these ideas and you go and share it with someone and they squash it. They stomp it. And unfortunately, due to your environment, you don't have the strength to repel that stomping. That stomping impacts you. And so therefore it holds you back. It's really important to consider so much more than just go, I'm doing personal development courses. Why am I not moving forward? And I hope that you are asking that question, because that's what I asked. And I went, because whilst it's magnificent what I've learnt from all of them, absolutely, I've got so many lessons from every course that I've done. I would not say I have invested any money unwisely, because I've taken away some lessons about me. And the biggest one was going, okay, Kat, you need to stop going to these courses and you need to do the inner work. You must heal your inner child, your younger self. Gain that self-belief. Know and feel it in your body that you can achieve those goals rather than just think you can. And that's what I was doing. I'm going to these courses and they go, write down your 10 goals. Write down your 10 fears. And I was just thinking, it wasn't really in my every cell of my being when I was writing, because also there's time limits and time frames. I respect that. It gave me a lot of content. But at the time, I wasn't strong enough or didn't have enough self-belief, really, in essence, to put any goals. So maybe that aligns with you. Maybe that's what's going on with you. Or maybe your external environment is so toxic that it's really hard for you to maintain that positivity and that high vibrational energy that you had when you were in that course. So what I'm saying is, halt. Invest your money into whether it's a therapist is more your thing, whether it's a personal or a coach. Decide who is good for you, but stop investing in the personal development courses for a while and go inward and do the vertical work. Because you will find then, once you've done that vertical work, you can still absolutely reflect back on all what you've learned and then implement it and watch you grow. I hope that makes sense. And please, I'm going to again stipulate, this is nothing against any personal development course. I'm all for it. But if you are continuously investing, and you're not finding you're moving forward, ask yourself why. It's not like you don't have enough learnings. And why are you continuously on the search for something else? Take that moment. I'm all about why. Ask yourself why. Go inward. And if you're saying, I don't know, you're not. You're trying to think the answer. Go inward. The answer is always within you. It's about trusting your gut. Really listening to the wisdom that your gut has and your body has to share with you. When you're in here, it's not wisdom. It's bullshit. It's not truth. I hope that that's clear. Okay, let's keep moving along to the daily guidance. What have we got? Oh my gosh. Heal insecurities. Hello. Is that not what I was just sharing about the lack of our self-belief, self-worth? Absolutely. If you want to move forward in your journey and you really want to absorb all the goodness that the personal development world has to offer for you, you need to heal your own insecurities first. Because until you become confident, have the self-belief, the self-worth, all of that stuff about cold calling people, reaching out to people, messaging people, That's what they used to say to me. Just go and send an email. Oh, no, I can't do that. What are they going to think of me? What if they say, what are you doing? That is all the inner chatter that used to come when they would give me all of these brilliant tools to grow my business. And automatically, as soon as they said, oh, I can't do that. Nah. What are people going to say? No, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to come across as salesy. I don't want to come across blah, 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 blah. And they were all my own insecurities of self. So it's not that they weren't giving me the brilliant gold information. It's that my own insecurities blocked it. And so I didn't implement any of it. And I had no right to say, oh, what they're saying is BS. No, they were giving me brilliant information. But my own insecurities blocked it. Because I didn't have the courage. My fear held me back from taking the actions and implementing all what I had learnt. And that's my truth. So I hope that you can own your truth. Be accountable. Don't blame that you didn't learn anything from a personal development course. Because that's a cop-out. That's not your truth. That's self-sabotage. This is just proven and it's just reiterated. Heal your insecurities. So before I read this message, close your eyes and I'm going to take a deep breath just so you can absorb all the goodness from this page. At times you feel insecure about your worthiness and wonder if you're lovable. You worry that no one really cares for you or even likes you, and you feel all alone. These are the occasions when we stand closest beside you, shielding you from your own outpouring of painful emotions. If these energies were allowed to surround you, they'd attract hurtful situations that weren't of your conscious choosing. Because you work closely with us angels and have asked us to guard you emotionally, we'll even protect you from yourself upon occasion. In your human terms, at times, you're your own worst enemy. Because when you feel unlovable, you begin to attract circumstances and relationships that confirm that belief. They reiterate that belief that you are unlovable, and they keep cementing it. It's destructive to indulge in self-pitying thoughts and emotions, yet we understand that every human being succumbs to them sometimes. Insecurities are akin to slipping while rock climbing. The moment you catch yourself falling, it's important to call for aid and reach for your lifeline, or use the flip it technique. We're here to catch you whenever you fall. However, your free will dictates, even if you wish to suffer with miserable perceptions of yourself, even God can't do anything to interfere. We stand by sending you love rays of hope, but unless you accept these gifts, they slide right off you. Call upon us at every instant that you become aware of your hurtful thoughts and feelings. We buoy your faith that you're completely lovable, likable, and worthwhile, just for being who you are right now, and that's a fact. So basically this says that if you are in a bad space and your thoughts are so overwhelming and consuming you, and they're all negative about self, and your self-talk is horrendous, they're saying you have a choice. Ask for assistance, whether it's a therapist, someone externally, or whether it is that you speak to your guides, angels, God, whoever it is, and pray or ask for guidance. Whatever resonates with you, this is saying you have to decide whether you want to continue on the path that you're on or you want to choose a different path. If you're investing in personal development and you're not willing to do the work on your negative self-talk, your self-worth, your self-esteem, then unfortunately, it's just going to flow over you like waves. It must be a choice. It's not easy, absolutely, but with commitment. And ask for assistance. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. And if you are worried about what others will think, my email is in the description. Send me an email and I'll assist you. You just got to take one little baby step. So thought for today. I work with my angels to replace my old insecurities with new, empowering habits to realize my worth as a human being. The more I cherish myself, the more I can value, love, and help others. So if you are a personal development fanatic, personal development course fanatic, really take note of the thought for today. And if you don't feel you have total self-worth, total self-belief, then the personal development courses are not going to assist you to gain that. It is inner deep work and healing and releasing that is going to get you to where you need to go and where you want to go and where you choose to go. I hope that has offered the perspective you need that's going to assist you to move. Now today, 3 cards. Was I not just speaking about healing inner child? This has come up a few times. I cannot believe it. And I'm actually getting emotional because I hope that this message hits you. That in order, don't keep paying for personal development courses right now. I'm not saying to stop. I'm saying invest in working on self, your younger self, your inner child that is waiting to be healed, which is going to assist you to move forward in whatever you want. The golden path has come up a lot this week. Inner child's come up. So it just keeps reiterating that some of you are watching this, you're not doing the inner work. You're doing a lot of horizontal, and I respect that you're doing what you feel you need to. But please, go inward, go vertical. And yeah, it may be confronting, there may be fears, but I go, isn't it better than continuously looking for something to get you to move forward and it's not working? Do the work. Because I'm absolutely getting there as some of you that are feeling a lot of pain, a lot of trauma from childhood. And that is what's holding on. Your younger self is waiting to be heard. Acknowledge him or her. Wow. Okay. And this is a beautiful reading with this one. So if you want to close your eyes and take a deep breath with me, I really want you to keep your eyes closed while I read this message, and I hope that you absorb every word of it. Okay. Your inner child yearns love and attention. So your younger self, okay? Your younger self wants to have fun, so maybe it's time to stop taking things so seriously and listen to the message your inner child has for you. I live inside your heart, waiting patiently. I, the one you left behind, have never left you. For through all your travels, your days and nights, I have been with you. Look back through the midst of time and clouds of emotion and you will see me. I am here waiting. In finding me, you will become whole. In knowing me, you will know yourself better also. For we are one. I am the pure essence of you before the world took hold and reshaped you, reprogrammed you. I am the essence of your soul life, the guardian of your true self. Let us travel the rest of our path together. A whole world awaits us. A whole universe surrounds us with love. All of time resides within us. All of time unfolds before us. Let us shed light on darkness. Let us jump for joy. Let us be all that we are through life's unfolding dreams. Let love conquer all. I love this card. And let love conquer all. Let love of self conquer all. Let self-value conquer all. Balance. Okay. Some of you, absolutely, there is an outbalance. I did a video a couple of days ago about internal and external well-being. And it was more about really describing how some people are really investing so much time on what they look like on the external, but not really looking how they feel internal, and the toxicity that's within their body, which is impacting their health and really causing dis-ease. And very much this is balance of the personal development work, which is very much the horizontal, and the education, yeah? And yes, it is mindset, but what is lacking the balance of the emotional set? What emotional work are you doing? Are you really identifying what's holding you back? What's causing that lack of self-worth, self-belief, self-love, self-care? Are you identifying it? Are you healing it? Are you releasing it? And that's what this is really about, the balance. And, you know, we can almost become addicted to that feel-good feeling. And some of you, I'm getting absolutely, there is a sense of, I don't like the term addiction, but you're becoming so comfortable in this feeling of euphoria when you're at a workshop, a personal development workshop, that it takes you away from your reality. And I'm going, but you can have that reality overall when you do the self-work. That can give you balance, because you do the emotional work, the emotional healing, rather than just all of the mindset and really learn how to shift your thoughts. That's bloody hard work, because how you feel triggers thoughts, which means there's even more thoughts that you need to work and manage. Why wouldn't you really work and address the cause of it? What's causing all of those thoughts? What's causing that self-doubt? It's all the feelings, the lack of self-love, the self-worth. That's all stemming from here. That's firing. That's like shooting little. And so it's harder to manage. Why wouldn't you go to the source? So heal the source, and you'll find that you feel so much more in balance. That's what I got from that one. Okay, what is balance got to say for us? The lady in the picture consoles a man who is sad and lonely. The man's heart is full of unexpressed emotions, which at some point he is no longer able to contain. The tears flow and a healing occurs. Regardless of whether you are male or female, this card mirrors what is happening energetically and emotionally inside you. Could that have said it any better? It represents your yang masculine energy and the healing that automatically occurs when you open your heart and allow your feelings to flow through, not your thoughts. Notice? There is no need to analyze anything. Means no need to be up here. Go to here. Simply release all you feel inside. If you feel like confiding in a trusted friend or a health professional, then do it. Journal writing is also very helpful and therapeutic. Start to make time for you. Be loving and gentle with yourself. This is a time to nurture you. Did I not just have been really reiterating all of that? It is a time to nurture you. And whilst you, so those of you who struggle to nurture self, you may be going to a lot of workshops, personal development, networking, because you're looking for that external nurturing. It's time to nurture you. Others are great for support, but that's not sustainable long term, and it doesn't get you to heal. So if you are doing that, stop looking for the external nurturing, the confirmation, the acknowledgement of self. It must come from you. This is something you must learn to do for self, is nurture self, promote self, inspire self, empower self. You cannot continuously look for external to do that for you, because if you have an environment, if you go home and your environment is not that, then there's this unbalance. So it's almost like you need that hit of endorphins, and the way to get that hit is through being around positive people. So something's got to give. You either really learn that to manage that in your toxic environment, or you shift your toxic environment. You move away from that. And I am not saying it's easy. Believe me, I have experienced this myself a long time ago. It was far from easy. However, I really went, I don't want this for the rest of my life. I'm going to be 80, 90 and have all the regrets of why didn't I? Nah. I had lost enough years of my life. I don't have any regrets. I did for a long time because I've taken away the lessons from them. And you can only do that once you do the healing. When it's raw, it is too hard to find lessons in anything. I absolutely respect that. So for some of you, if you are going and being around and networking and really leaving home a lot, because that's what I did, you're escaping and it doesn't get you to move forward. It's about deciding if you want to have balance of your environment. It's important. Okay. Guardian. So important. You are your own guardian, and yes, there are people watching over you. But look at the darkness. What's in your shadow self? What's hiding in your shadow self that you haven't found? That's what this is saying to me. And yes, you are absolutely protected and guided. So allow yourself that space. Guardian. What is coming through with Guardian? Okay, let's get this on. Before I read this message, take a deep breath with me, just so you can recenter yourself, and it helps if you get the right page. What is it? Guardian. At times you feel lonely, even in the midst of company. But the reality is that you are never alone, for you are loved, that you can possibly, more than you can possibly imagine. In this card, imagine the lady feels lonely while unbeknown to her, a guardian angel watches over her. An angel is close to you at present and you feel his presence in coming days. Watch for synchronicities, the words of a song you hear, a falling leaf or feather or a butterfly fluttering by. There are all the signs from your angels who is here to guide and illuminate your path. See? The way is made clear for you are always on the right path, and your angels will always protect you. There is no right or wrong path, for every path ultimately leads to the great ocean of love inside your heart. And know that this could be also in form of the physical being. There could be a beautiful person that is close in your close proximity that you can really lean on to assist you in whatever you need. Ask. So just, I wanted to reiterate that for those of you that aren't into guardian angels and you're going, no, this doesn't resonate with me. Know that there is, I'm going to say that there are human guardian angels. There are angels, light workers that are there to assist you. So really look who's in your proximity that you can reach out to, who's going to guide you and assist you on whatever it is you need. It's hard to ask for assistance, but there are people in your proximity that are willing to assist you, but they're waiting for you to reach out. So really take that time to reflect and reach out to someone and find what's sitting in your shadow self. Find it, because that's part of your inner child work, and that's going to assist you to move forward. Today was a pretty heavy message, and it started from personal development, but sometimes I get led down different paths, and that's okay. So I hope today that you gain just even a little smidge. I hope that you definitely didn't perceive anything that I have shared today as judgment or criticism. It is never my intention. It is only offering, coming from a place of love and offering a different perspective. Yeah? I want to thank you for your time, as I absolutely respect your time is valuable. And know that you matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset. So invest in you. If you enjoyed today's video, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's Cat's Message of the Day. I am truly blessed and grateful to have the opportunity to do what I do. And so for today, take care.